Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Reigning Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio refused to answer a major question during a recent interview. The WWE superstar did give a professional perspective, but pleaded the fifth for his personal answer. One of the biggest headliners for WWE over the past week or so, aside from SummerSlam, is WWE Unreal on Netflix. It's a 5-part documentary series focusing on the inner workings of the company. It revealed secrets that some fans didn't like, while others appreciated the hard work that goes into every show. Speaking to Yannick Pee-wee Tremblay on YouTube, Dirty Dominik Mysterio was asked about his thoughts on the polarizing docuseries. Mysterio understood why WWE released it due to the evolution of the business, but he refused to give a personal answer. Dominik Mysterio has been in the business since his birth due to being the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio. Speaking on the My Mom's Basement podcast with Robbie Fox, Dominik Mysterio was asked about the best technical wrestlers in WWE today. Mysterio, without hesitation, praised Chad Gable and Seth Rollins for their in-ring qualities. While pro wrestling is in his blood, Dirty Dom had to go through various coaches such as Jay Lethal, Conan, and Lance Storm before making his official in-ring WWE debut at SummerSlam 2020. He also improved a lot after turning heel, joining the Judgment Day, and becoming a workhorse for the company. Juan Pablo David has been covering all things WWE for Sportskeeda since 2020 and has 8 years of experience in content writing. He holds a degree in agriculture, but has been a fan of pro wrestling since a kid. This love for the entertainment sport led him to write about it. Juan writes well-researched articles not only to ensure that he presents readers with correct facts and figures, but also because he wants to learn as much as possible about the topics he writes about. Edge is Juan's all-time favorite wrestler. He grew up watching Edge and Christian and was a huge fan of their tag team. So much so that if he could go back in time, he would manage the duo and let them know that he can play their entrance themes with a kazoo. Besides wrestling, Juan loves to watch NBA or a Dortmund game. He also enjoys watching TV and movies during his free time. He works as a writer in SK's basketball division. In the ever-dramatic world of WWE, few names spark controversy and curiosity quite like Dominik Mysterio. The once wide-eyed son of the legendary Rey Mysterio has carved a divisive, yet undeniably magnetic path through professional wrestling. From his explosive betrayal of his father to aligning himself with the Judgment Day, Dominik has shown he's not afraid to turn his back on family, fans, or history itself. But now, it seems Dominik isn't just dodging punches in the ring, he's dodging questions outside of it too. During an exclusive WWE press event in Las Vegas ahead of Clash at the Castle Retribution, Dominik was fielding questions about his controversial career trajectory, current alliances, and a rumored backstage power play that could shake the very foundation of Raw. When the microphone turned to a seasoned wrestling journalist who asked, "Dominik, is it true you've been in secret talks with Paul Heyman about leaving the Judgment Day and forming a new stable?" The room fell quiet. Cameras zoomed in. Dominik leaned into the mic, smirked, and with all the defiance of a man who has nothing left to prove, but everything to hide, he simply said. The phrase, famously pulled from the U.S. Constitution's Fifth Amendment, has been used by celebrities, politicians, and now WWE superstars as a shield from answering incriminating questions. In Dominik's case, it was more than just legal lingo. It was a declaration of independence from the expectations the WWE Universe continues to place on him. The response sent social media into a frenzy. Dominik Mysterio just pleaded the fifth on WWE Live TV. What is he hiding? Tweeted at WrestleMania Marks. Hashtag Plead the Fifth began trending within 20 minutes. The incident only added fuel to an already burning fire. Is Dominik planning to break away from the Judgment Day? Could he be secretly aligning with Paul Heyman? Or even worse, or better, depending on who you ask, is he orchestrating a coup from within? To understand the weight of Dominik's words, one must rewind to where it all began. For years, Dominik was the innocent kid in Rey Mysterio's corner, fighting custody battles in kayfabe, walking legends to the ring, and carrying on the cherished Mysterio name. But everything changed in 2022 when he turned heel and joined the Judgment Day, aligning himself with Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was an emancipation. Dominik shed the lucha legacy, the maskless guilt, and the burden of being a second-generation star. Instead, he embraced prison tattoos, kayfabe, slicked back hair, and nuclear-level boos that echoed louder than championship pops. He became a heat magnet, and he liked it that way. But now, 3 years later, cracks have begun to show in the Judgment Day. Priest is growing more unpredictable as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Rhea is on medical leave following an off-camera attack. Finn has been eyeing NXT again. And Dominik? In WWE, silence is rarely innocent. If a superstar refuses to answer a question, it's often because the truth would break storylines, spoil surprises, or worse, expose long-term booking plans. Dominik's calculated silence suggests something monumental is brewing. Industry insiders have reported recent closed-door meetings between Dominik and Paul Heyman, WWE's mad genius and the mastermind behind both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns' most dominant eras. Rumors swirl that Heyman sees potential in molding Dominik into a more cerebral heel, distancing him from Judgment Day's chaos and rebranding him as a manipulative, methodical force. Could we be witnessing the birth of the Mysterio Messiah? While Dominik has remained tight-lipped, not everyone in Judgment Day has. Damian Priest took to Instagram Live later that night, visibly irritated. "Dom's our brother. He's always been one of us. But if he's got secrets, if he's got plans, then he better be man enough to bring them to the table. We're not playing games." Rhea Ripley, recovering from her injury, posted a cryptic tweet. "Loyalty is a choice, and betrayal is always personal." Even Finn Balor, the most composed of the group, told WWE.com, "The Judgment Day's foundation is trust. If that cracks, everything falls." Clearly, Dominik's non-answer has created more shockwaves than a superkick. The psychology of pleading the fifth. In wrestling, character is king, and Dominik's persona thrives on ambiguity. By invoking the Fifth Amendment, he positions himself not just as a rebel, but as someone who understands the power of narrative manipulation. In real courtrooms, pleading the fifth implies the answer could lead to self-incrimination. In WWE,